Well, hello there. Hello, everybody. How are you? Oh gosh, it's terrible, isn't it? If you make yourself laugh, doesn't that mean you're a terrible person or something? I always make myself laugh. How are you, everybody? I'm sorry about the creakiness then. It's Jamie here, by the way. You can tell because look, I've got something here. I was pointing at the wrong nipple then, wasn't I? It all looks back to front on here. It's Jamie here. Hello, and welcome to this our Monday night live. It is Monday. It's nighttime. It's dark out. Yes. Oh my God. I love it when autumn's on its way. I really, really do. Everything just cools down just a little bit. It's a bit darker, or the candles lit around the flat. Oh, I love that. And I'm mental for Halloween. I love Halloween season, just in case you didn't realize that. Thanks for the countdown, by the way. What a sad state of affairs your countdown was tonight. Let's see how we get on for this show, as you call it. I don't call it a show. You call it a show. You know that, don't you? I'm on the water tonight. I wasn't going to tell you this, but I had a bit of a rough night. Yeah, not a good night's sleep. So if you're thinking, oh, he looks terrible, yeah, and I felt it as well. Oh, I won't go into the details and the gory details, but over the last year, I've been having this slight issue every now and then when I've been sleeping with acid type issues, and I've literally thrown up in the middle of the night. So there you go. Just in case TMI, now you've got it. So I'm feeling a bit delicate today, and I'm on the water. Let's hope for an easy night tonight, eh? But how are you, my darlings? How selfish of me. Please do drop a number in the chat, won't you? 0 being you're in need of an immediate reach out from someone on the group, and they will reach out to you. They will, because they're fabulous like that. A 10 being you're riding all the way to the world's tallest, fastest roller coaster, and you're going to ride it without wearing anything, and you're going to scream, and you're going to squirt cream all over your face. That's a 10. Anybody at a 10? I put myself at a 6 tonight, which is one of my least positive scores, but that's just because I'm a bit delicate. Otherwise, I'm fine, aren't I? It looks like we've got a bit of a range. Oh, not bad though. I haven't seen anything less than a 6 yet. Vicky's the same as me, a 6. Looks like we're all quite perky. Extra medium. Wow. What number is extra medium out of interest? Extra medium to me sounds like a 7 or a 6 3/4. What's an extra medium? Does anybody have any knowledge of an extra medium? Look at that. I've got some very high numbers. Look, we've got a 10. Well, you know what the criteria for a 10 was. So I hope Jackie, I hope you're going to be doing what I suggested, my darling. Get that cream ready. David's a 2 at the moment. Oh, why, David? Normally you're the one with all the lovely jokes and cheering us all up. I think David should tell us a joke. He's got so many. Put a joke down there for us and make us have a little giggle, please. Oh, I'm sorry. Someone's had their loving pet put down, which is it's never nice. It's a horrible thing. I'm sorry to hear that. I'll let you talk amongst yourselves with your numbers, if that's all right. And yeah, I'd love to know what a medium, a high medium is. What's a high medium? Whatever it was. Yes, okay. You're all being nice to each other. Thank you. You're lovely, you see. I said this when I was on the radio, on BBC Radio Berkshire a few weeks ago. I said, you have created a lovely community. And I don't have to do anything. I just rock up and I say, hi, everybody, drink lots of water, because don't drink vodka anymore, of course. And you look after each other. I think that's lovely. It's lovely. So thank you for that. Listen, today we will have regular feature. I know him so well. I hadn't planned on someone's telly somewhere, but there is something I'm going to redo for one last time, which you can help me with. Cruise incoming, which I'll talk about. My visit as well on board Azamara Onward. And I have booked a road trip. I've booked another cruise, which I'll be revealing to you ce soir. And of course, I would bloody love your questions and shout outs, but just be a little bit gentle with me tonight. Still a bit delicate, okay? A little bit gentle with Jamie, please. Thank you so much. Anyway, First things first. I know him so well. I'm gonna try and sing this with my dodgy tongue and that. I know him so well. Hashtag I know him so well. It took time to understand. Sorry. So it's this part of the evening where I ask you a very, very taxing question, or two, or three, or four, and you need to pop your answers down in the chat. And the first, did I shrink it? What? That's so rude. Wow. Was it large last time? No. Was I wearing this last time? I wasn't wearing this last time. I definitely wasn't wearing this last time. I had it in front of you and I held it up. And I tell you how I know that, because I tried on that large, my darling, and it drowned me like a rat. It was like a big sack, a big Hessian sack covering these bones. That's what it was. So I just held it up in front of me. So I didn't wear it. Okay, it hasn't shrunk. This is the medium. Maffoo got me a medium, and he's done himself to keep touching the wrong. Sorry. Keep touching the wrong nipple. He's made this one for me. I am now medium, a mediocre medium. I actually wore it into town today. Because why did I wear it into town? It wasn't because I wanted to wear my name on my t-shirt. I kind of wanted to break it in, make sure it was comfy. That's it, really. So there were people like this looking at me when I went to town, like that. Embarrassing, isn't it? I was just going to ask what you're going to win, and Lost Assure's already there. No, I'm not hungover, Trevor. I've not been very well, my darling Trevor. Gosh, been puking in the night, not very well. Yeah, so I was going to ask what you're going to win with I Know Him So Well, and Lost Assure's right in there. Prestige, she says. Vicky says a lifetime of prestige, which actually is more accurate than just prestige, by the way. Lost Ashore, Victoria. By the way, I kind of feel like Victoria from Lost Ashore has become a bit of a moderator for this group. So you better watch yourselves, because she's full of sass and she will put you in your place if you're not careful. All right. No, there's no huge message on the back. If that's what you mean, there's no message on the back at all. Actually, it's just that. That's it. They'll be arranged. Don't worry. The shop ain't open yet. I was going to say we're still working very hard on it, but we are not. It's Maffew's little baby. It is. I've just come up with some ideas now and then. Ideas person. I'm busy editing, my loves. I am. I edited a vlog yesterday and it's ready for Wednesday for you. I've just finished editing my Azamara video, which will be ready for you on Saturday. Maffoo and I have edited a Queen Anne vlog. That'll be ready for you. It's all going on. It's all going on, you see. Thank you very much, Mandy. Great shirt. Okay, so I Know Him So Well. Here are the questions. You know that I don't have, and this is in case someone's not asked a question here before, when we get to your questions and shout outs, etc. I don't tend to have favorites of things. I have preferred things, but I don't have a favorite cruise ship or a favorite cruise line. When it comes to films, I do have preferred genre with an S. There are two genres of film that I prefer. So question one is, what are my preferred genre of film? Two, all right? That's the first question. If you've only answered with one answer, that doesn't count, okay? And the other question is, can you name any of my preferred films? My favorite ever films. I have about 10 to 15 that feature as my preferred films. Of course I do. I don't just have one, do I? So there you go. Let's see how you get on with these. And don't forget those thumbs up as well. Once you finish tapping, get those thumbs up coming. We're normally around 100 by about 10 minutes in, and we're not there yet. Let's have a look. So we have answers come in. Anita was the first one with an answer saying horror. I'm not saying if it's correct or not yet. Harold said action and rom-com. No one's it was. I said two genre. You've got to put two answers. I'm only going with the first person with two answers. Thank you. I hope I feel better soon. Claire has said horror and comedy. No correct answer yet. Anita, horror and sci-fi. Ian, horror and comedy. Melissa, horror and comedy. Tony, horror and rom-com. Do I look like a rom-com kind of person? I probably do, don't I? Ian says horror and... what the Sigma? I don't know what that means. Sorry. Who are you? I don't know what that means. What the Sigma? You mean this? Wrong nipple. This is just a palm tree and a sun and ocean. And it's blue and it's got travel block Jamie in the middle. That's all this is. Is that what you mean? Is that what you're asking? I'm not sure. Horror Disney aliens. I would say horror Disney aliens is the closest so far, but Disney is not necessarily a genre, is it? Sorry, Heather, to be awkward. No one normally someone gets the correct answer right at the start, and I remember. Thank you for the 100 thumbs up, but you were 58 seconds behind. Shame on you. Horror, sci-fi. Answer: The Notebook and Die Hard. No, I do like Die Hard though, and The Notebook. It's okay. E.T. Saw. Melissa's going all out gross torture porn. I notice. Love Actually. Do you know what? I know this is going to upset some of you. I'm going to get loads of wows now or something. I've never, ever seen Love Actually. It's for losers. Love Actually. No, it's not. Sorry. I'm sure it's awesome. I've never seen it. Horror and comedy, horror, rom-com. Anita. Right. Anita, I'm going to give part... Okay, if you've said horror, you're correct. Horror is one of my favorite genres, but no one has said horror and action. And by action, I kind of mean like comic book action. Okay, I like the Marvel kind of films, all that jazz. However, Anita, you clever lady, Dog Soldiers is one of my preferred films. No Clueless, no Titanic. I do love Star Wars, by the way. I love it. Would I say that's in my top 15? Maybe one or two of the Star Wars, yes. So hijack. I will. I let you have a quarter of a mark for that. Bambi versus Godzilla. I wouldn't mind seeing that if someone would care to make that as a film. I mean, my money would be on Bambi, actually. Very sprightly, Bambi is. Godzilla wouldn't be able to keep up with Bambi. No questions yet. No one's got any of my favorite films. I've never lived, I've never loved, because I don't watch Love Actually, and it rocks. Final Destination, Spider-Man. I don't actually, yes, Spider-Man would probably be in my top 15, absolutely. Laurel and Hardy. No, I was never a fan actually of Laurel and Hardy, David. Never, ever. Steph is a loser. Self-confessed loser. She loves Love Actually. I'll watch it one day. I will. Crime Against Films. If you have, yes, I'm a criminal. I'm committing all sorts of crimes, aren't I? I'm so sorry. Lost Ashore literally said the Marvel Universe cheated every week, but Lost Ashore isn't trying to divide her attention between thousands of things going on at the same time, with hundreds of messages and questions popping up all over the place. So there you go. Lost Ashore was correct with the Marvel kind of universe stuff. Thank you very much. I do, Karen. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. It's the original I love, and the first part. Okay. I do love Deadpool, Julie, but it's not in me top 15 or anything like that. It's really not. So even though like action and horror films that I love, the original Exorcist, love it. Never used to like it when I was young. I thought it was slow and long and boring. But as I matured, I thought, what a bloody awesome and freaky film. So yeah, like a bit of that. Dog Soldiers, someone said. The Descent. I love The Descent. I do like Alien, the first one. Alien Romulus was it had ever so much potential when I watched that a couple of weeks ago. And then it sort of tailed off towards the end with less potential, so that wasn't so good. However, even though comedy is not my preferred genre, I've very hard to make me laugh, by the way. I mean, have a go. Very difficult. However, two films in my top 10, definitely. Bridesmaids, I love it. It's so rude. It's fabulous. And they use that C, I'm not going to say that word, obviously. I love it. And also Muriel's Wedding, which will make me cry and sing and shout and be angry and be joyous all at the same time. And that's some going, isn't it? So there you go. Oh my goodness, I do love the Avengers films. I do love the Harry Potter films. Harold, I have actually seen Human Centipede parts 1 and 2. I don't think I loved it. You know, I don't even know that I appreciated it for what it was. Yeah. I'm not sure. Oh, something's gone blue on my screen. So there you go. There are my answers. Leslie Taylor. She's gone blue. I'm wondering if Leslie Taylor's got a question or anything. She's gone blue, look. Thank you, Leslie. That's very kind of you, by the way. I appreciate that very much. If you have a question, please do let me know later. Right. Okay. I am going... The Thing. Yes, look, well... I digress now. I love The Thing, the original Thing. Monty Python, I'm not into, actually. I've never really taken to Monty Python. Pop culture, I get that. Things I probably say out loud that are from Monty Python that I don't realize I'm saying. But The Thing, the original, the remake was a bit meh. The original is fabulous. Gillian saying Muriel's Wedding is the best film ever. It's awesome, isn't it? People are waving. So... I don't really want to go into why it's blue. There is a feature on YouTube which Matthew used for the first time last week, and I'm not advocating this. I'm not asking you to do this. I'm absolutely not. But there's a feature where you can pay, it looks like 99p, and your comment gets highlighted so that it stands out. And apparently... there's a feature which allows your comment to stand out but also stay visible, if that makes sense. So Matthew did it last week. One of the things that did make me laugh was last week. Do you remember Matthew did it? And I couldn't stop laughing because Matthew doesn't do these things, and suddenly he's like flashing colors, and he paid me to appear there. And I couldn't stop laughing at him. And then you, of course, all were like, "Oh, it's Matthew! It's Matthew! Hi, Matthew! Hello, Matthew!" And you all had a little chat with him, which was lovely. So that's what that is. So Leslie went blue, and it says here it costs 99p. I know nothing about these things. I know nothing. Adrian, can I just say, yeah, King Kong. Oh my goodness! When I was young, I used to be terrified of King Kong. I'd be shaking. It'd be like a horror film to me, you know. But then I'd cry my eyes out at the end when he died. Oh, I mean, that's good, like storytelling and filmmaking, isn't it, folks? When you like scared of something and it makes you scared and terrified and you cry, and then at the end you're crying for that creature. Too much. Oh, Terrifier is another horror film I love. Terrifier 1 and 2. Terrifier 3 is out for Halloween, and I'm very, very excited about that. I'm not taking questions yet, as I have said before. I'm really not. So Hugh, are you? No, I won't be answering that. Sorry. Also, Hugh, are you? If you want to be rude, you're going to probably feel the wrath of a lot of people, and I'm going to hide you from the channel. In fact, click hide user from channel. There you go. He's gone. So easy to do that. I do love booting someone every now and then. I don't know what planet he was on, to be honest with you. I do love booting somebody now and then. Get your boots out. Get your boots out. Oh, do you remember last week I made up a song? How does it go again? It can't be that catchy. What was that song I made up, folks? Gotta get lost to get found. You gotta get lost to get found. Hey. Sorry, Pinhead, Hellraiser, like that, but definitely not my top 10. People are saying bye-bye, Hugh. Meat sandwich. Every now and then you get a daft person, don't you? He'll probably message me later saying, "What the? Why did you?" Maybe this is why I need a moderator. I don't know if it's come across though. I don't really care very much. Like, let them do what they want, eh? Let them do what they want. Right, let's move on. So we've covered films for a long time. So not much cruise chat going on here, but cruise incoming, absolutely. Maffoo and I are heading to Portsmouth. I don't know what's wrong with him. I don't know. Maffoo and I are heading to Portsmouth this Friday and staying over nearby, and then joining Virgin Voyages Resilient. Is it Lady? It is, isn't it? Resilient Lady. On Saturday, we've got a 5-night voyage. Very excited about it because I've sailed with Virgin Voyages before and absolutely adored them. Breath of fresh air. But Maffoo's never sailed with them. And I'm really, really pleased. Yeah, I could get a mod creative spirit guide, but it was just one person. It's okay. It's all fine. I'm really pleased. Maffoo's very excited to be going on Virgin Voyages because in his mind, it's going to be different from the norm. Some of the cruises that he's taken more recently and hasn't necessarily enjoyed so much. So I think it's going to be awesome. And we were upgraded to a, I think they call it a sea terrace, don't they, on Virgin Voyages, like a balcony cabin. We've got some sailor loot behind the bar ready to go. And I just think it's going to be a really fun cruise. I'm looking forward to trying lots of different restaurants again. I'm looking forward to Maffoo getting to try brand new restaurants, brand new food. Lovely. Who doesn't love a menu you've never seen before? Don't you think that's exciting? I think that's always very, very exciting. No, nasty people not welcome here. You're absolutely correct. I think we've only had one, though, ever. One person once was a bit sarky, and that's fine. But yeah, we don't do nasty, do we? I'm sure you will all keep an eye on nastiness for me, won't you? But yes, maybe a moderator at some point. Sorry, we've had our first nasty in the house. He be gone for good. Right, the other thing that's happening, let me do my reveal. I'm very, very excited about this one. And I don't know if my Ohio girls are in the house. But I am going on a mini road trip, let's call it. I'm heading to the US of A, to Tennessee. I'm going to be spending time in Nashville and then heading to the Smokies, staying in a nice lodge, trying not to get attacked by bears. I'm learning about, yes, you're here. I see a leaper. Trying not to get Melissa Leaper, who is one of my Ohio girls, has already explained to me how to avoid being attracting bears. So I feel like I'm on a real learning curve with this. Something about having to like lock your trash cans, is that right? And no food left in your cars, and is that right? That kind of thing. I think so. But then we're going to go to Dollywood, which I have wanted to do forever. You're going to be like, oh my God, he's so camp. It's like, yeah, I'm going to Dollywood. Oh my God, I'm going to Dollywood. I'm going to Dollywood. I can't wait to go to Dollywood. It's going to be so cool. But it doesn't end there. No, we're then going to get a cheeky little flight to Tampa. This is the bit that makes me laugh more than anything. I mean, I think it's going to be carnage. I do, in the best possible way. I'm going to be sailing with Margaritaville at Sea, the newest ship called the Islander. If you don't know much about Margaritaville at Sea and the Islander, please do look it up. It looks crazy fun, and we're sailing to Cozumel and Key West. It's just I think is it a 4-nighter, 5-nighter? Yeah, Jimmy Buffett. I love a bit of Jimmy Buffett music. I do. Ding, 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 ding. And what's the other one about the volcano? I don't know where am I gonna go where the volcano blows. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's gonna be so different from what I have done before. The whole trip. From start to finish. Melissa Leaper was actually showing me a picture yesterday of a shirt that she felt would be appropriate for me to buy and wear in Nashville, and it was, I don't know, it was like a designer cowboy on acid or something like that, and it was pretty horrendous. And I'm thinking I might wear something in keeping, but I don't know about that one. It was, if any of you find what you think would be a very appropriate outfit for me to wear in Nashville, I'm all ears and eyes. Show me something. Get me a picture. Send me it's 5 nights. Thank you. Send me a picture and let's see if I can. I want to get a cowboy hat. Okay. That I do want to do. The shirt, not too over the top. The boots thing. Oh, I mean, I'm quite short. I just think the boots will come up to my thighs and oh, you want a Dollywood vlog? Don't you worry, Kat, my darling. You're going to get a Dollywood vlog. I can't wait. I think this is going to be such a fun road trip. It really is. So it's not till May, but it's now all booked. Yay! Don't do vomit signs for Margaritaville, please. Don't knock it until you've tried it. Can I just say as well, Travis, I don't know why, but I could see you in drag. Would that be appropriate in Nashville? I think maybe some places. Electric cowboy suit, says Ian. Cowboy boots and hat. Yeehaw! An Elvis Presley diamond jumpsuit. I mean, didn't I say to you just now, I wear something, but it needs to be a bit more like sophisticated, not short, fun size. I am fun size, but I don't want boots coming up to me nether regions. No one needs to see that in the vlog. I think it's going to be an awesome vlog. I really do, and I can't wait to see my Ohio girls, but also experience pretty much everything will be new for me doing that. Yes, I can't wait. I'll report back. Lastly, before I take your questions, etc., etc. Last Monday, did I tell you this? Did I tell you I went on? I think I did. I went on Azamara Onward to represent the Sail Away magazine boys. I was on my best behavior. You know what? I've edited that vlog now, and if I have to keep saying I'm going to be on my best behavior, you're probably not going to be on your best behavior, are you? Are you? What do you reckon? Do you think? I don't think so. Anyway, it's all edited. Azamara was such a lovely boutique, small-sized ship, kind of homely, plush, a little bit elegant in places. Someone online called it posh to me. I don't think posh. No. And the dress code is like, well, there's not really a dress code. You're not allowed to wear shorts, apparently, in the main dining room at night. And you've got to get your little nuggets, your toes covered as well. You've got to wear closed cap shoes. But otherwise, it's kind of like relaxed, No kinky boots. Line dancing. I would try that, Trevor. Vicky says, got to get a cowboy hat. I would get a bucking bronco. I've done bucking broncos. I'm bloody brilliant at a bucking bronco. Can I listen? I need you to all repeat after me. Say it out loud for me, and if you need to, film yourself saying it, and you can post that instead of on someone's telly somewhere. It could be you, and you could post me. I want you to say, "I'm bloody brilliant at." I'm bloody brilliant at bucking broncos. I'm bloody brilliant at bucking broncos. Say after me. I'm bloody brilliant at bucking broncos. Film yourself saying it. Go on, point at that screen. Send it my way. We want to see this. I'm bloody brilliant at bucking broncos. Buckaroo! Creative Spirit Guy says, sounds camp as hell. Please take us all. So envious. It's going to be, yes, Melissa. If you don't know Melissa, she's here. She's in the house. She's saying we need to go line dancing. I need to have lessons. Trevor has said Jamie on his best behavior is the Pope a Catholic. What are you trying to say? Anita says, nice article in Sail Away magazine. Thank you, my darling. Thank you so much for that. Anyway, Azamara, loved it. I really hope you enjoy the vlog that's coming out. It's a bit of a melange, a mescla of cruise ship tour plus me enjoying myself and being a little bit sassy and eating food and having iced coffees. So kind of like the first time I've ever done like a mix like that. Look at this, look, that means mix, okay? Oh, and before I forget, a few things. If you want to take a picture, please don't forget, because we want to keep all these other people on their toes. You can still vote for me at the Wave Awards 2024. I can't go to this year's ceremony, unfortunately, because I'll be on a cruise. Go figure. I'll be on a cruise. But you can still vote for me. You know, it's the taking part that counts, isn't it? It's the taking part that stinks. Thank you very much. Okay, I think I've done everything I wanted to. Normally, half hour in, we hand over to you, gorgeous people, to take your questions and shout outs. And what a damn shame I'm not going to be able to answer Hugh, whatever his name's questions, because I was up for it. I think you lot would probably actually would like me to lose it, wouldn't you, live? Like tear someone down or something. I know you lot, you're naughty. Okay, let's see. Let's take to the chat. Bucking, #bucking Tara is the I don't know how I haven't been taken down from YouTube. I really thought I was going to replace every B with an F. A car alarm is going off, so if you can hear anything, that's what it is. Barry is changing. Yes, Barry, you're changing the B for an F. This is what I was laughing at just now and trying not to do. Oh, don't forget those thumbs up, please, people. We've got to get to 300. We're not even halfway there. Oh, we're halfway there. We're not even halfway there. Come on, come on, come on. Here we go with your questions. Samantha, you've already voted. That's very kind of you, my darling. Thank you for that. Elaine says, hey, hi. Question from Josh. Josh, I can't work out if you're being ironic. What has been your favorite cruise you've ever done? So if you caught the start of this, I said I don't have favorites, and I have many things that I like. Cruises that stand out for me, however, our West Coast cruise, where we sailed out of Los Angeles and went to San Francisco, Santa Barbara, San Diego, a bit of Ensenada for wine tasting in those yonder hills and mountains in Mexico was definitely a standout for me. When I've been to the fjords, the Norwegian fjords, which I've loved, I feel that there's always a part of the cruise that is beyond phenomenal. And some ports that are just ridiculous, like beautiful. But then the whole experience has not necessarily been 100% for me. So parts of those cruises, you cannot beat an Adriatic cruise. I've said this before. I'll say it again. You cannot beat an Adriatic cruise. I don't know which are going to be my favorites moving forward, but I'm so excited to be sailing to Hawaii in the new year. I'm very excited to be sailing on Margaritaville to Cozumel and Key West as well. Yeah, Trevor, I'm getting the jokes. I am. You don't need to tell me it's a joke. Thank you. I'm getting that. Right, let's see. Were there many kids on the TUI cruise, says Harold. Was it bearable? If so. So the Morella cruise, no. But the thing is, when I went on that cruise, it was actually just out of the summer holiday for a lot of schools and school children. It happened to fall into the school holiday a few days later. So the kids on board were either like later teens who'd just done the GCSE exams and finished school, or the odd kid whose school finished quite early. So it didn't feel that busy with children, to be honest with you. No, not really. When I went on Morella last summer, though, through the holiday, it definitely felt busier. I mean, most of their ships are family ships, so you would expect that. They have an adult-only ship as well. Okay, definitely, says Scruff. Screw Hugh, says David. David, I hope you are you better than a 4 yet, David? You said 4 earlier, didn't you? I'm hoping that we're all lifting you up. Lift me up. Do, 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 do. What song's that? Everything I say is a song tonight, isn't it? God, that's Jerry Halliwell, isn't it? Is that Jerry Halliwell? Lift me up. I'm sure that's Jerry Halliwell. Whew. might have to listen to that song. I think that's quite a nice song. It's quite uplifting, isn't it? I know she can't sing. I'm not saying I can either. But it's an uplifting song. Anyway, when people are just saying yes and definitely, I'm not sure what that's about, really. Jessie is saying, shut up. I don't know who that's to. Anybody in particular, Jessie? I don't. A lot of bugs on ships. No, don't think so, Trev. What are we wearing for Red Night or Scarlet Night on Virgin Voyages? I have my wild red tropical shirt. I've got two, actually. I don't know which one to wear. Maffoo has now had his red shirt delivered. So nothing like out of the ordinary, but definitely deep red colors. It's deep and it's red. Hope that helps. I'm not sure who Jessie is telling to shut up. Maybe she can clarify that for me at some point. Why are the people arguing in the chat? What's that all about? I don't understand. I don't want any arguing in my chat. Thank you very much. You're going to argue? I'm going to boot you. Simple as that. Don't argue with people. I don't like it. Go and argue with your family. Question: is it 2 bottles of wine per cabin or per person? It's a bottle per adult in a cabin, and the idea is you're supposed to consume it in your cabin. So if you're a solo traveler, I know where you're going with that, Disney Dave. Cheeky, I like it. If you're a solo traveler, you essentially 1 bottle, okay? But I get what you're saying. I am going to do a shout out to lovely Vicky Teese's mum Lorraine, who spent the evening getting a new television after it broke. Oh no, that's like totes drama when that happens. That would like really upset me. So she could watch Monday Night. Oh right, I should have read that. So she could watch Monday Night Live on the big screen. Got it up and ready within 5 minutes to spare. Go you, go mum. Well done, Mrs. Teese. God bless you, gorgeous lady. Question, says Nia. Oh, Nia, I don't know why you've got so many exclamation marks there, my love. Why do you take snacks on board when there's always plenty of free food? Because the snacks I eat and like, they don't do on board. There you go. That's easy, isn't it? I've got a question for you. Why is it a question that you want to ask? Is it? I'm not sure it's that difficult. Keith, which Mariner cruise is your favorite ship? You mean? I like the Discoveries and I like the Explorers. So for me, they're on a par. Voyager, I don't know, there's just something about Voyager, the flow of it, and a couple of things they tried doing with it that didn't quite work for me personally. Is Jessie Hugh? Maybe. I'm up for kicking out as many people as possible. We'll find out, won't we? Anita, when you go on your excursions at port, what does Maffoo get up to? Well, he comes on some of them with me, Anita. You know that he's not on all the cruises with me. What would he get up to? I don't know. You'll have to ask him. On board, he'll be probably drinking Diet Coke somewhere. Maffoo tends to do a little bit of work as well for his job when he's on cruises. He has a big, proper adult grown-up job, and it's all consuming for him, even when he's away. So I imagine sometimes if I'm on a trip and he's not, that he would be doing a little bit of wandering, a bit of walking, a bit of jogging, go to the gym a little bit, a bit of drinking, and a little bit of work. And he's very happy with that. Yes, Creative Spirit Guide. I'm not going to make a big thing of that song. You're absolutely right. I was trying to think of it on my last cruise and I totally forgot again the name of the song. The thing is, we can't say it out loud because people will get it, you know, they'll understand it. Oh, Kat, Ian says snacks are essential on a cruise. I don't know that they're essential, but I like taking them. And I don't think anyone would really care about what I like doing on the cruise if it doesn't affect them. Kat, I'm going on my 16th. Oh, you count. Ooh, I wish I could count. Cruise next month. First on MSC. Heard so much negative stuff. Now I'm nervous. Well, which ship are you going on? Who are you traveling with? Are you traveling during school holidays? where you're going. I need to know all of that. I need to know what kind of cabin have you got. I find that MSC are very, on the large ships, are very busy, especially during school holidays. Very, very busy, and on shorter cruises. My understanding is if you go on a longer MSC cruise, it doesn't feel the same. It doesn't feel as busy. And if you go out of holiday time as well, equally. Jesse's saying lost with an asterisk. I'm lost as well. No idea what you're saying. Kevin, hopefully do Adriatic cruise next year. You should. Adriatic cruise is awesome, in my humble opinion. Alaskan cruises. I haven't done them. Sorry, I meant to say, Kev, I was just actually deleting somebody from the group, so I had to divide my attention there. And then did you see I went distant for a few seconds? So apologies there. I meant to say to Kevin, do the Adriatic. There are nearly every port is an absolute win for me in the Adriatic, and all the ports are so close together as well. I like it. Nice port heavy itinerary, so much to see, visiting so many countries in 1 week as well. I think that's fantastic. Mark and Ali, I'm sorry I missed yours. How did your Facebook meet? Well, it wasn't. Well, no, because it wasn't an official one, so I didn't make a thing of it. It was more a case of I was meeting lots of people for the 3 days, and they were meeting me, and there were times when I went and had drinks with people as well. So I didn't film all of those occasions because there were times when I was just busy talking to people. So it wasn't, as I said, it was unofficial. It was very busy. I don't think I had many moments where I wasn't with someone or talking with somebody, which was lovely. And that's what the whole thing was about. I hope that answers your question. And RJ, Alaskan cruise is any good? I've never been on one, so I'm not the right person to ask. So if anybody else has done one of those, that would be fabulous. Lost Ashore is now referring to Jesse. No more arguing. I've already removed Jesse. Thank you very much. Thank you. Gillian, suggestion, please do some button badges with your sayings. So like those sayings, they could go on button badges. Some of those sayings, catchphrases, whatever you want to call it, it's actually just me and what I say. It's kind of like been turned into catchphrase. Like what's what I say normally on a day-to-day basis. They're actually going to feature on like different products that we're putting into our travel shop. Buttons, maybe that will come a little bit later. Devon Deckcher, he's put his hand up and everything. Very good. I shall be cruising across the Bay Biscay next week. It's looking pretty good. Have you been when it's rocking? Yeah, but you know, Bay Biscay, the thing is, a lot of people think they're sailing in the Bay of Biscay when they're not, first of all. They're actually skirting it and they're in the Atlantic. Depends. If you're going to northern Spain, or obviously Never Eat Shredded, Western France, I still have to do Never Eat Shredded Wheat, you're going to be in the Bay of Biscay. But if you're going down the coast of, let's say, Portugal, you're not going to be in the Bay of Biscay. You're going to be in the Atlantic. I've sailed the Bay of Biscay, as I'm sure many of you have, loads of times, and I really haven't had issues with it. Even when the seas have been rougher on the Bay of Biscay, there are so many variables that could still mean you don't have a rocky cruise, you know? So I don't think it's a problem, personally. People are asking if Jessie is okay. I will never know now because she's gone. Trevor, I don't understand. I do only ask once, but the quieting gets lost. So I don't know what that means, Trevor, at all. Sorry. Catherine, we love MSC. Thank you. Let's get some MSC talk going on. Beautiful ships. Ignore the negative and make up your own mind. We did and loved it. Yeah, I think they are beautiful ships as well. I totally agree with Catherine. And she's right. And everyone should just make up their own mind. Doesn't matter what I or anyone else says or how we experience a cruise. I've had amazing cruises and people on the same cruise have hated it, you know, and vice versa. I know I won't say I've hated a cruise, not hated. So make up your own mind. Go and find out. The worst thing that can happen, I don't know. You don't go on that cruise line again. That's okay, isn't it? David is now a 6. David has risen by 2, and this makes me very happy for David. Excellent. Bob can be wild, yeah, but the worst seas I've had were in the English Channel, believe it or not. Absolutely wild seas that night. So anywhere can be wild, you know. Kinney Cat. Question: you're getting quite well known now. Do you ever get followed around the ship or hassled by people? I kind of feel like I want a definition of hassled. So I don't get followed around the ship in terms of someone. Okay, no, that's not true. I have been followed around the ship, but only because the people I'm thinking of wanted to come and say hello, and I didn't know they wanted to do that. So I was walking and I was going to get a drink, you know, the kind of things you do on a ship. So I didn't know they were trying to come and speak to me, but they also weren't going, oh, Jamie, or normally people say Travel Log Jamie. You just say Jamie, you know, that's my name. Travel Log Jamie, that's not my name. So I didn't know they were wanting to say hello. And I sort of just carried on walking and they were still following. And then I thought, I can't work out if these people want to say hello. I'm getting more attuned to it now. So I thought I'm just going to perch somewhere and then see. And then they stopped. And then they were like looking at each other awkwardly and then kind of looking over at me. I sort of looked up and I just smiled. And they waved like this. And I'm like, are you okay? And then they came over to say hello. So that's not kind of like follow as in like not leave you alone. Hassled? No, not hassled either. No, not really. I mean, you know what it's like on cruises. Sometimes you see the same people, don't you, over and over again. Even if it's a massive ship, you're like, how on earth are we bumping into each other every time? That happens sometimes, and then those same people will say hello. So that's fine. I've always said, and I still say, and more people say this now when they come up to me, they say, you always say, come and say hello. So that's what we're doing. And that's exactly what I think people should do. When people kind of stand around or take sneaky pictures or from different tier taking pictures and pointing and stuff like that, I mean, do that if you want, but just come and say hello. Come and say hello. Nice. I might take a selfie with you. I love it. Nick and Emily, shout out. Sorry, we will miss you next week as you'll be in Cavtat, Croatia. Ooh, well, actually, Nick and Emily, well, first of all, have an amazing time. Lovely, lovely, beautiful Croatia, of course. But I won't be here next Monday anyway, because I will be on Virgin Voyages. I might do a pop-up, and I'll have Matthew with me, so he's going to double check that either Wi-Fi or the signal is adequate for me to do a pop-up. So I wanted to do a pop-up either from the ship, and I think I can purchase the I know on Virgin Voyages your Wi-Fi is already included, isn't it? But you can upgrade it so that you can live stream and stuff. So I might do that just for one day, because it will be really nice to first of all do a pop-up where I'm not just sat like in my cabin or in a bar but not showing you much. I'd like to be able to walk around a little bit and show you what's going on, you know. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I will let you know. Of course I will let you know. Scruff said it's about looking out for you, Jamie. Oh, I know, but let's not have arguments, okay? I know you're looking out for me and I do appreciate it, but in case you haven't noticed, I got pretty thick skin. I'm okay, you know, it's fine. Every now and then people will create an account without the actual names and they'll try and be funny or whatever, but actually what happens is they just get deleted immediately and blocked from the channel, and that's it for them. That's it. They can't have fun anymore. Hi Benjamin, how are you? Lost to Shore says much better, Jesse. I don't know what that was about. Who did we have? Hugh and Jesse. I'm gonna have to bring back Triggered By or something, aren't I? I haven't had to do that for a while because there's just not been any like unpleasantness or silly people around. Anyway, Phil and Shelley's Travels. Hi Jamie, did you manage to book any of the restaurants on Virgin? Oh, you found it a bit stressful? Yeah, I Honestly, I'm really sorry about that for you. It was pretty straightforward. Don't forget those thumbs up, please. Normally at 200 by now. Yeah, I booked everything I needed to. I would say I was a bit late going onto the app to do that. But I managed to get everything I wanted. Like everything, I think. So I'm really sorry you didn't. There is still an opportunity, though, isn't it, on Virgin Voyages? They always keep tables available as well. So you hopefully can, if you haven't booked something, just rock up maybe when it opens and get a seat then, or maybe they'll give you a pager to come back. I don't know. But I'm absolutely certain they put tables aside as well on Virgin. Methinks. I kind of feel like maybe I've missed someone's question. Someone, Raven, I'm really sorry. I didn't see that. I've scrolled beyond some, but it looks like people are taking care of Raven as well. Yeah, you'd be able to take a carton of lactose-free milk, I would have thought, or at least the country you're in and departing. You can't necessarily take dairy products into other countries, can you? I think everyone's answered your question anyway. Keto Fitness Dan has booked one night. Oh, one night only. Ambassador Ambition from Dundee to Newcastle as a taster cruise. How low should we have our expectations set? I mean, I'm not a fan. People know that, or at least the experience I had. The one time I sailed with them was not good. But that doesn't mean people can't have excellent cruises with them. It doesn't mean that you won't have an excellent cruise, you know? For me, it wasn't built for like a solo traveler, you know? It was very restricted, in my opinion. But I'm sure if you're going with your group of mates, I'm sure you're going to have an awesome time. They do some really nice cocktails on board, by the way. They do. There are a couple of really nice bars on board as well. You're going on for one night, so it's going to be awesome. I wish I'd only been on it for one night. I would actually, in all seriousness, if I'd just been on it for one night, I probably would have had a great time. Knowing I was getting off the next day. David saying go for it, Jesse. I'm not sure what she's going for. People are saying hello to Raven. People are saying yes, people do that. Thank you very much. We're all answering each other's questions, which is most helpful. Rach and Gargle. That's quite hard to say, you know. Rach and Gargle. Question: what's the most improved cruise ship you've sailed on? Improved cruise ship. Regal Princess. That's a hard question, by the way, and that's a really good question. It improved on nearly every level. I still don't like the silly little fountain thing. You know, if you're on Regal Princess for a week, 2 weeks, the fountain thing, you watch it once, it's like, right, well, now it's just taking up room. However, apart from that, service was better, food was better, cocktails were better, itinerary was infinitely better, but, you know, yeah, Regal Princess. Loved it. On my last cruise, thought it was okay the first time I did it. Hey, no, Raven, you're not asking silly questions. Absolutely not. Alfie says, hello, Jamie. We're thinking about doing a Princess Mediterranean cruise for 2026. Do you think we should go for Princess Plus or Premier or none at all? I'm currently a fan of and have purchased, again, Princess Plus. I don't feel... Whilst Premier has lots of good things about it, I think it's now, is it £75 a day for Premier? And yes, you do get your unlimited specialty dining, casual dining, any drinks, as many drinks as you want, alcoholic, etc. But I don't spend £75 a day on a cruise ship. That's just me. The Plus package, I think, is great because for me, it's important to have the Wi-Fi, and it worked really well. Yay! And I like to be able to have specialty coffees, as you're probably aware. I like a little bit of booze now and then, a few cocktails here and there. I love Alfredo's, and you can go twice on the Princess Plus package, etc. For me, the £50 a day for that is nearly at my limit of what I like. Oh, and it includes gratuities as well. Nearly at my limit of what I like spending on a ship per day. But definitely worth it on there. You get your money back. So I suppose what you have to ask yourself is, are you going to go to specialty dining over and over and over and over and over? And I think there are only on most princess ships 2 specialty, Sabatinis and Crown Grill, and I think on some of them might be a 3rd. So if you were going to go to those like every night, every other night on a 2-week cruise, it probably would be worth it. But Princess Plus all the way for me. Lost Shore, don't worry, Raven. We were all first-time cruisers once. Yes, we were. People are still saying no such thing as a silly question. Thank you very much. I've answered Phil and Shelley's question. Now I'm back on track. Packing cube, says Anita. Snack cupboard is part of your 5 a day. I don't eat packing cubes. Do you, Anita, my love? Just wondering. Just asking. Tim says, hi, Jamie. Would love you to do a Skiathos part 2. Oh, I mean, yeah, I would love to do that as well and visit all the places I could have visited the first time. But Maffoo and I went there for just 3 nights. And all we wanted to do, because it had been so busy leading up to that, was just to literally have some pool life, beautiful views, go to the beach, have some nice walks and some nice food. So no problem. Okay, maybe one day, yeah. It's not planned yet, but you never know, do you? I always say that with P&O. You never know with P&O. Tony, thinking of booking Preziosa next spring, so looking forward to your upcoming trip. Yes, that's next month, isn't it, Tony? Maffoo and I are going on MSC Preziosa. We're doing a Northern European cruise. Done that before, no problem, but not on that ship. And Maffoo's never sailed with MSC. It's out of holiday time, so I'm hoping that it won't be too busy for him. Okay, now it feels like everyone's getting on with Jessie again, who I booted. No problem, Jessie. If you want to ask Jamie something, pop the word question, then ask. Or maybe Lost Shores just being faux friendly. I don't know. I feel like I've missed something. David says, Jessie, bye-bye. Oh my God, I can't keep up with it. Mandy, get those thumbs up for Jamie. Yes, please. That would be very kind of you. Commodore Steve, have you done Ephesus from Kusadasi? No, I've never sailed to Kusadasi. However, I have spent a lot of time doing land-based holidays in Turkey. I actually went to Ephesus and Pamukkale, with, you know, the big white salt reserves literally built into a mountain. It is stunning. You're actually allowed to go in them as well. I've been there. I absolutely adored it. I adored both places. I think if you're going to go to Ephesus, you should go to Pamukkale as well. So I highly recommend both. Absolutely. Trevor asked if I recommend the drinks packages. Which ones, Trevor? Because they're all so different. So just now I mentioned the Princess Plus package, which isn't strictly speaking a drinks package, although drinks are included. That for me is brilliant value because you get all the extras included. Traditional drinks packages, though, don't offer all the extras that Princess do. So that makes them quite unique in that sense. And therefore, they're not actually great value for me because I don't tend to... I know it looks like I drink a lot of alcohol, but you're just seeing like the snapshots of whole evenings and so on, and whole weeks or fortnights. So I don't personally buy them because they're not good value for me, but they are for other people. You have to, like, I've got a P&O drinks package vlog. If you just search travel blog Jamie P&O drinks package 2024, get the most recent one, which basically explains to you how much you have to drink every day to get your money's worth, and what kind of drinks you need to drink to get your money's worth. So I kind of do all the hard work for you. So if it's P&O you're thinking of, then I have that already. We've got Anita and Craig with thumbs up. Thank you very much. We have passed the 200 mark. We're a bit lower down today, so maybe I've been too sussy. Maybe I've been too free with booting people out and you're not happy with me, I'm sorry about that. I'm really sorry. I'm not sorry. Molly's cruising and lifestyle. A couple of silly people on here tonight wasting Jamie's time. Well, really, they haven't wasted too much of my time, Molly, my darling, because I don't get to see those comments or questions until much later. You get to see them first. So I kind of feel like they've wasted your time, but they have been booted and blocked, so they will never see anything again unless they start creating multiple accounts. Let them do that. Shall we let them do that? I mean, that must be quite sad, mustn't you, to do something like that? Or is it just me? What a sad way to spend your time. I would say they're probably teenagers, maybe. I'm not saying that all teenagers are bad, but surely a fully grown, developed adult wouldn't do something like that, would they? They might do. Okay, Lost Short is answering Commodore. Trevor, like who? The two people that I kicked out, Trevor. Raven, thanks. Or I posted previously that I just finished cancer treatment and really want to go away on my own. I feel I'd be safer on a cruise with people. Well, I hope you're well, first of all. And I mean, you'll be aware there are lots of people on here who have done solo cruises, myself included. And I think it's a great place. It feels like a safe place to do a solo cruise, and these cruises are geared towards solo passengers anyway. There are lots of solo meets if you want to do them, and so on. And can I just say, I'm really pleased everyone's called them solo tonight rather than single, because being a solo passenger doesn't mean that you're always single. So thank you for learning. Postcard and Pint is late to the party. That's not a problem at all. Don't worry. We've been having a royal old time here. And P. Diddy, have you ever been on Royal Caribbean? Yes. I have, about 8 or 9 vlogs on Royal Caribbean. I've been on 2 of the ships. So it's all there for you. It's there for the taking. Scruff is saying, Raven, go for it, wish you well. I totally agree, absolutely. Lost Shore says, cruise is an excellent way to travel solo. I absolutely concur with that as well. Dawn, Naughty Train, that's a loud one, isn't it? Loud and fast, just like you. Dawn is kindly saying that an Alaskan cruise is fantastic, because I haven't done one of those. People are thanking each other. Lost Shore is being my moderator and answering P. Diddy, saying I've been on Independent Season Anthem. She is correct. I did movies earlier, Ben, so I'm going to ask you to scroll back to find out. We spoke about it for about 10 minutes at the start, actually. Nikki is talking to Raven. Thank you for being so kind as well. That's lovely. Margaret also encouraging Raven, which we like. Oh my God, I've only got a few minutes left. She's suggesting trying Borealis with Fred Olsen. Well looked after. Have a great time. I love a bit of Fred Olsen, you know that. Gillian, glad David is feeling better. Remember, you've got all Jamie's family here. Oh, that's so nice. That is so lovely saying that. That's right. You're there for everyone. I love that. When I'm cruising, P. Diddy, my favorite thing to do would on an actual ship when we're at sea. I like pool life. I love swimming. A cheeky little cocktail by the pool here and there. I don't necessarily like doing much when I'm at sea, to be honest with you. In the vlogs more recently, I've done more at sea because I want to show everybody what there's available. But honestly, I'd much rather just, I don't know, grab a lounger by the pool, in and out of the pool every now and then. I don't feel like I need much when I'm at sea. I don't need to do all the quizzes and game shows and dance classes and stuff like that. I could easily have a week disappear without doing much. I'm sorry if that's boring, but I'm never bored when I'm actually relaxing and doing my swimming. I love it, love it, love it, love it. People are giving Raven more tips, which is fabulous. Someone says, doesn't hurt to say hello. I don't know who you're referring to. Patriota. Doesn't hurt to say hello. I'm not sure who you're referring to. David, again, kind and well wishes to Raven. Nikki, a vote for Fred Olsen and crew, fabulous and so caring. People sending hugs. Scruff is on his way. Good night. People are thanking each other. I feel like I'm going to be able to wrap up quite neatly in a second then in that case. I feel like I've managed to keep up mostly. Keith has a question. What kind of transaction do you do on a cruise ship? Oh, Keith, you cheeky little thing. Are you talking about like money transactions? I always use a credit card, never a debit card. Credit card. Always credit card in case there are any issues. And then they get resolved like immediately. If that's what you mean, Keith, I'm not sure. People say good night to Scruff. Bless you all. Oh, that's so kind. I feel like I'm going to be scrolling by things now by accident. Now I've just seen there's loads of other stuff. Oh no, I'm going to get into so much trouble. Yes, Lost Ashore. They are being lovely and they're being kind. Millie, you said you're going to be working with Fred Olsen. What does that mean? Okay, so essentially, Fred Olsen want me to work in collaboration with them. And I've just seen someone's comment about great reviews, and I would have to question that a little bit, but hey ho. It means that they want me to collaborate with them, and they will be gifting me a number of cruises over the course of a year to do different itineraries, and I'm going to report back. Now, not many cruise lines do that to that extent. Well, none have ever done that with me to that extent. But I think they are very confident of their brand. They're also, because they must have seen all of my vlogs, probably confident that I think they're a great cruise line. And I like confidence in a brand. They're like, we're going to ask him to do this, and he's going to have a great time, and he's going to report back positively. So I think that's why they've asked me to do it. They know I love them. I do. But let's hope that they're still really good. Otherwise, it would be very embarrassing, wouldn't it? Eek. So that's what we're doing. Those kind of things, though, you know, they take contracts and so on. It takes a little bit of time. So, you know, I haven't said too much about it, but yeah, that's going to happen. The first one is now booked to the Azores, which I'm looking forward to. Okay. I feel like I'm going to wrap up, and I'm really sorry about those of you whose questions I haven't got around to answering. Apologies. I just want to remind you of a few very brief things. First of all, I won't be here next Monday because I am on Virgin Voyages Resilient Lady, but I'm going to try and do a pop-up at some point. Normally, I don't know I'm doing them until the day, so keep an eye on my Facebook page. Jamie W. Robbins. You are, of course, all very welcome to head over there before you leave here tonight. It would be great if you could do a thumbs up if you haven't already. And also, don't forget, Wednesday, I'm going to have my Aurora vlog ready for you. Probably the biggest inside cabin I've ever had. And that's just like makes me want to stay inside cabins more, actually. My Azamara vlog will be out at the weekend. And then next week, I will have the first of the Queen Anne vlogs for you as well. So I hope you have a fabulous rest of your evening, folks. Have a great week ahead. I will see you around online, absolutely, without doubt. Take care. Lots of love to you all, apart from those two people I booted. Mwah. Bye. Thank you, everybody. Be good. If you can't be good, just don't be good.